If you're thinking about getting into the in-home services, plumbing, roofing, heating and air, electrical, are the trades still viable? And can you make money? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Summerville, coming to you live from Haleiwa, Oahu, on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live for HVAC Technicians Sales Secrets. So the question came up on my channel and say, hey, Scott, I'm thinking about getting into the trades. Is it still something that's good? And my answer is going to be heck yes. And I'm going to share with you why. The industry is only 75% full. So there's been a lot of people who have retired out and the numbers are not getting replaced. It is a skilled trade. It is a skilled labor, and people will train you, right? There are plenty of companies in your town, your city, your jurisdiction that will say, hey, come work for us and we will teach you how to be a tech. Come work for us. We will teach you how to be a plumber. Come work for us. We'll teach you how to be a roofer, and we will pay for your training and we'll pay for your coaching. And you know, I could think of in Sacramento, I know of at least 8 or 9 companies that do this. In a couple of other cities that I've helped set this up, I know of at least 3 or 4 companies that are willing to train to get you into the trades. And here's what you need to know is the housing market as of today is up. It's really hard to find a house. The market is up for sale. So people always need heating. They always need cooling. They always need leaks fixed on their roof. They always need plumbing. Nobody wants to have a backed up shower drain or a backed up toilet in their shower. They just don't want that. I don't want that. So there's always going to be room for plumbers. There's always going to be room for those trades. And so if you're like, hey, Scott, I don't know where to get started. I don't know what to do. Well, you're going to have to take some initiative. And part of it's going to be on what is it you want to do, right? I would figure out, hey, what's a trade that sounds interesting to me? And I would make a list and I would put them in order. So maybe it's like, hey, Scott, I really up here at the top, I like heating and air, I like plumbing, and then I like roofing. Okay, cool. So then what you do is you go to the Google and you look up the companies. You look at their ratings. You look at their reviews. You look and, kind of get a feel for how that company is. And then you call them and say, hey, are you hiring people and will you train? And a lot of companies will be like, heck yes, yes. Is there a faster word than yes? We will train you. And there are a couple of caveats that I would put to working for a company. But before we go there, you, my friend, should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which is my email publication, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, or discounted training, okay? So the reason I bring this up is when you take a look at the companies, you want to know that you're working for a good company. They got good morals, they got good ethics, they got good coaching, and they got good training. And there are times, unfortunately, there are companies out there that are just bad and they're just evil. And so maybe ask the employees, what's it like to work here? You spot one of them at a gas station or getting some tacos or getting a burger. What's it like working for the company? Are they ethical? Are they moral? And, if the people, the technicians, the salespeople, the plumbers are like, nope, it should exclude what's going on, because you always want to work for a good company. You always want to work for someone who is willing to tell the truth, that's always willing to stand behind their client, that's always willing to put their money where their mouth is. What you don't want is the people who will lie, cheat, and scam to get their way and say anything to close a deal. So is there your ability to find a meaningful job inside of the trades? I would say absolutely. And it doesn't really matter the size of your town, your city, your jurisdiction. There's a place that's willing to say, hey, we will train you. Come work for us. We would love to have you. You seem like you would be an amazing person. And just be aware that if you're starting down here at ground zero, you're going to have to put in the work. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you work in places that are unsavory. Sometimes you work in places that aren't so nice. Like you work in dirty homes. It's not like there's some homes that I've been into. Like everybody's got clutter. Everybody's got clutter. And when you don't, I'm like, are you a serial killer? Because this isn't normal, right? Everybody's got a little bit of a mess. But some places you go to, you're like, this is off the hook crazy. And I don't think that this is the right thing for me, right? And so get the training, get the coaching, stick around for a little bit so the company can, recoup some of their costs, because it's not inexpensive. It costs probably 50 to 100 grand to train somebody, like hard cost. That's what I figured out a couple of years ago when I did some math on it. And so the companies sometimes will guilt trip you. We trained you. They might ask you to stick around for 2 years. We just asked you to stick around for 2 years. After 2 years, they can't legally hold you to it. Go find a good company to work for in the in-home trades. You will do very well. It is recession proof. It is almost everything proof, because roofing, plumbing, heating and air are in demand. As I'm filming this, there's a heat wave across the United States. It's even hot here in Hawaii. It's humid today. And there's not enough heating and air conditioning technicians to go around. You got one of three things to do from here. And hey, this even applies for salespeople. Like if you're like, hey, Scott, you forgot to mention salespeople. No, I didn't. I remembered before I closed, right? This even applies to salespeople. There's plenty of companies that'll train you how to do sales. It's not just doing the repairs. It's not just doing the installs. It is also the sales. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.